Well, the ball is tipped, and there you are. One shining moment, and that means it's March, baby. And we got the men's NCAA tournament, and I am going to make my predictions right now. And first, I'm going to start off 16-1. No, that would never happen. I'm going to Gonzaga. And since I go to Mizzou, might be a little biased here. Both teams coming off really, really bad losses to end the season. I think Mizzou lost their last 5. Oklahoma's lost their last 5. It's before the SEC tournament, and obviously Oklahoma before their tournament as well. But Missouri they started off 13-3 and fell completely apart. I still go there, and I still got a feel for the boys, so I'm gonna pick them. It really doesn't matter who wins this because winner has to face Gonzaga. Now this one is tough because whatever the hell this team is, Santa Barbara is really good, and with Creighton's coaching problems, I'm gonna pick a 12-5 upset here in Santa Barbara. Virginia and Ohio. Now this is when it gets crazy, guys, because I know Virginia has Sam Cruz. I could be wrong if I'm saying his wrong name, but Sam Cruz or something like that. I don't know, Sam Cruz or whatever. Anyways, I like the Ohio team. This Ohio team, they've got a story in Jason Preston, and that team is very special. A lot of people are going to be like, no way they're going to beat Virginia. But Virginia is known. I mean, they're the only team to lose to a 16 seed. Virginia's known to losing to big seeds like this. And I think Ohio's going to beat them. Ohio won the MAC championship, the MAC championship, and they obliterated Buffalo in the championship, and it wasn't even close. They were 5 seed in the tournament. They knocked out number 1, and then they beat number 4. Or maybe they were 2, Buffalo. I don't know. But the fact that they knocked out Tulane in that 1 seed was crazy. Here, I'm going to go USC. Kansas, man, they've got some COVID woes, and I wouldn't be surprised if Eastern Washington pulls off this 14-3 upset. But I got to be realistic here. I'm going to go Kansas. Oregon and VCU, I love the Rams, man. I'm a big Billikens fan, and, the A10 and VCU is really good, and I think they're going to be able to beat Oregon. They even hung with the Bonnies in that championship game. Iowa here, no chance Grand Canyon. I mean, they might make it close, but I don't even see that happening. Luka Garza, Iowa is just too good. We'll go to the East region here. Michigan is going to win. Texas Southern, though, is going to be my pick here in this Mount St. Mary's Texas Southern game. I like Texas Southern. Shout out St. Mary's boy. Plays on that team. I'm going to go Bonnies. This is another upset I have, and the Bonnies just look really good. LSU, though, really good as well, but, my Billikens, we did beat LSU early in the season. Of course, Mizzou lose to LSU. LSU's been on a roll. They're a pretty good team here. I just think the Bonnies are going to get the best of them. It's going to be a close game nonetheless. Here, I'm going to go Georgetown. Georgetown absolutely obliterated Creighton in their championship, and they're a hot team, and I think they have what it takes to knock out Colorado. Florida State here, no chance UNC Greensboro's even going to stand a chance against Florida State. Like I said, I shouldn't stand a chance because I think a lot of these games could be close, but I just think Florida State's going to have the better draw here. BYU, the one team that nearly came close to knocking off Gonzaga's undefeated record right now. They lost, but man, this team is scary, and I think BYU is going to easily be able to handle Michigan State, or UCLA. And in this game, I think I'm going to go UCLA. This pick scares me, man, because I'm not a Texas fan, but I went to high school with Courtney Ramey, who plays for Texas, so I got a lot of love for Texas. But Abilene Christian's a team I think could knock them off, man. This is a tough one. I might have to go back to this one. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to go Maryland here. UConn, last time they won national championship, do you guys know what they were ranked? That's right. They were ranked number 7. But I just think Maryland's going to be able to upset them and have the better draw here. Iona and Rick Pitino, he has a lot to say, man, especially with that Louisville scandal and everything. He has a lot to say, and if the fact that he brought Iona to another tournament, he brought another team to another tournament is big, but you're not going to knock out Bama. Come on. I go to college where the SEC lives, and Alabama has just been special to watch this year. Go back to this one. I am going to pick Texas, but I would not be surprised if Abilene Christian knocks them off. Over here, then, Houston and Cleveland State, pretty easy here. We're gonna go Cleveland. No, Houston, come on. You think I was gonna get Cleveland State? Jesus. Out of the Horizon League? No way. They don't stand a chance against Houston. Rutgers and Clemson. I've never really been big on the Clemson Tigers. I know they've been okay this year. A lot of Clemson fans think they got that seeds way too low for them. But, you know, I think Clemson's seed is way too high for them, sorry. And I'm going to pick the Rutgers here. And then we're going to go West Virginia, Morehead State. That could be a game that they could make it close, but I don't see it happening. Now here, this game, I don't know what all the hype is about San Diego State. I'm not really a big college basketball guy. Like I said, I like the Billikens and Mizzou. And there's another certain team that I really love to follow who we'll get to here in a second. But I just like Buddy Boeheim and the Syracuse Orange. Something about that team... Man, it's just, there's something about that team that just really speaks volume to me, and I think they'll be able to knock out San Diego State. This game, now, this is another tough one, because Liberty, we know what they can do. Last year, not last year, we didn't have a tournament last year, but in 19, they were that 12 seed and they knocked out. I forgot what team it was. I believe it was, Mississippi State. Knocked out Mississippi State. But Cade Cunningham, man, I just can't root against this dude. I cannot root against him. I see Liberty winning this game if Cade Cunningham has a bad game, but there's just no way Cade Cunningham's gonna... I mean, that team's just too good. They lost to Texas in the championship game, but Cade Cunningham tried to make that damn thing close in the second half. And if he does that, Liberty's gonna... No way. I'm gonna go Oregon State here. Like I said, big SEC guy, and Tennessee, Mizzou knocked them off 2 times this year. I just think Oregon State might have the better of them. Now we're going to get to one of my third favorite teams, and that's the Loyola Chicago Ramblers and Sister Jean. We all know what they did in 18. Well, maybe that was 19. It was one of the two. We all know what they did, and I think they're going to be doing that again as they're going to be able to knock off Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was not going to complete that upset, but Georgia Tech's one hell of a team. I just think Loyola gets that done. That 24-4 record means a lot to them. Fighting Illini, I don't want to pick it here, but obviously you have to. Drexel, congrats. I think this is your first NCAA tournament. Congrats, but there's no way you're going to get past the Fighting Illini. And over here, Ohio State's going to beat Oral Roberts. That E.J. Liddell, that team's good, man. That team's really good. They were down by, I don't even know, maybe 15, 18, some no Illinois in the SEC, Jesus. So in the Big Ten, I believe that's what that conference is, the Big Ten championship, and Ohio State nearly came back. They forced overtime and then lost. But man, that was close. This was tough because Florida hasn't been playing as good as of late, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they'll be able to hang off against Virginia Tech. This is an upset I would love to see. Am I going to pick it? No. But I want to see it. There's a lot of NCAA analysis picking Colgate here. That team is good, man. 14-4. Didn't play as many games, obviously, coming out of that Patriot League. Arkansas, to me, man, there's something about that team. They won 13 straight or something, 10 straight SEC games or something to get that 3 seed. And I know Mizzou had hung with them in that SEC semifinal. Semifinal. Or maybe it was quarterfinal. I'm so sorry. It's either one. It was one of the two. Mizzou lost to them, but if Colgate plays just like Mizzou did, I think they have a chance to beat Arkansas. But I just think Arkansas is going to move on here. Gonna go with the Texas Tech Red Raiders here. No way, Utah State. Well, you know what? I shouldn't say that. There's a chance. Everyone has a chance, okay? Utah State has a big chance to knock off Texas Tech. I just don't see it happening. The Big Green. I think this might be their first NCAA. I know there's one team in here this is their first NCAA. It's either North Texas or it's Drexel, but it might be North Texas. And man, with the name of the Big Green, how can you not pick them? It's one of the best Disney soccer movies out there. But I'm going to pick Purdue. Get out of here, North Texas. I mean, it would be nice to see a 13-4 upset there, but Purdue's just too good. Here's where the fun happens, baby. Because everyone wants Villanova. Everyone loves Villanova, but I want Winthrop. I got Winthrop in a 12-5 upset right there against Villanova. Villanova, it's got some shooting woes here. And we're going to finish it off here with the South. I'm going Wisconsin. I got the Badgers over the Carolina Tar Heels. I think the Carolina Tar Heels are way too up high in that seed as well. They did not have a good year at all. Quite frankly, don't know how they even made the tournament, but, they're just not the North Carolina that we're used to seeing, right? Maybe there's a reason they made a tournament. Like I said, I'm not a big college guy, but maybe there's a reason to that. Baylor over Hartford, obviously, that's not even close. Back up here, West Region, Gonzaga and Missouri. Guys, are you ready for this? Mizzou with the shock of the nation. No, Gonzaga's going to win. Gonzaga. I mean, hey, even if Mizzou plays the best they ever have, there's no way in hell that we beat Gonzaga. That's just not going to happen. Man, call me crazy, guys, but I have a 13 seed going to the Sweet 16 and Jason Preston and the Ohio Bobcats. Even if this doesn't happen, even say Creighton knocks out UCSB, right? I think Ohio still will win. This team is special, man. And maybe it's the fact that Jason Preston is quite a story. If you don't know who he is, look him up. But Ohio's good, man. Ohio's really good. Good enough to get to a Sweet 16? To me, I think so, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Kansas over the Trojans, obviously, here. Iowa's too good, man. VCU, your run's going to end there at the end of the first round. Congrats on making it to the second. The Bonnies of St. Bonaventure. Man, this is a tough pick. I know you guys are like, no, it's not. It's a 9 versus 1. But I'm telling you, the Bonnies are going to give Michigan a run here. If it gets to this point, Bonnies will give Michigan a run. But I got Michigan. I got Michigan going. Elite 8. No, Sweet 16, sorry. There's something about this Georgetown team that I just love, man. I don't know if it's the fact they just destroyed Creighton, but this team's been hot as late, and I got a 12 seed going to Sweet 16 as well. BYU, Texas, another game that would scare me if it happened. Texas, obviously, Jericho Sims, Matt Coleman, Courtney Ramey. A lot of good guys, Andrew Jones. BYU, the only really thing I have to say, they nearly beat Gonzaga. And if they play like that in this tournament, which they have to, I'm sure they will, it's going to be a close game. I really don't want to pick BYU here, but I'm going to go with my instinct, go Texas. I have to. Texas has too good of a team this year. Bama over Maryland. Bama's just too good, man. No one's going to really be able to go thick and thin with them. I don't see Iona doing it. Maryland, maybe, if it gets to that point. Houston will knock out the Rutgers. Houston is a good team, man. Syracuse, West Virginia, and this is where Buddy Boeheim and the Syracuse Magic continues, I think. I think Syracuse will at least go to the Sweet 16. Now, you guys might be making fun of me, right? Because I have a lot of double-digit seeds in the Sweet 16. This dude doesn't know what he's talking about. This year is going to be a crazy tournament. Let me just put it that way. Oklahoma State's going to get past Oregon State. I do see that happening here. Cade Cunningham, man, he's just too hard to not root against. And now this is when the biasy comes into play. Because we all know what Loyola Chicago can do, like I said earlier. Illinois is too good. They're too good. But something inside of me, I don't know what it is, guys. Something tells me the Ramblers are going to have that magic again, and they're going to knock out the number 1 seed in Illinois. Call me crazy, but this is going to be a crazy-ass tournament, and I don't see a 1 seed making it. I don't think every 1 seed will make it to Sweet 16. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. Ohio State over Florida, I think that Ohio State team is just too good. Texas Tech and Arkansas. This is where my SEC... Do I go with the Razorbacks or go with the Red Raiders? And I think I gotta go Red Raiders here, man. That's Arkansas. Congrats on making the tourney, and congrats on having a huge ending to your season to get a 3 seed in the tournament. But something tells me you're gonna fall apart, man. Winthrop, Purdue. I could honestly see Winthrop pulling this upset off again and being one of the Cinderella stories in this team. The one Cinderella story I have already in this team in this tournament. It's Ohio, but. You'll wait and see it, because we'll see if I put a 12 seed to the Sweet 16. It's not going to happen. Obviously in the South region, and then Baylor will knock out Wisconsin. Back to the West now. Sweet 16, Gonzaga, Ohio, and this is where Jason Preston and the Bobcats will fall short to the number 1 team in the nation, Gonzaga Bulldogs. And they will take on the Iowa Hawkeyes, as Kansas has a lot of COVID problems right now, and I just don't know if that's going to be enough to get them to the Elite 8. Michigan and Georgetown. This is where Georgetown's run will end short. Michigan, I got going to the Elite 8 here. And if this happens, I will be ecstatic, because this will be one hell of a game. And I'm going to pick Texas, man. But Alabama is going to give a ride like you've never seen in this tournament, man. And the team's really good. And if that game happens, Texas needs to be ready because Bama's good, but I just think Texas has the better team, just barely. Q's in Houston. This is where, there's something about, when I watch the Syracuse team, they're special, man. Are they good enough to knock out San Diego State? No, probably not. I have them winning that. And are they even good enough to get to the next round? Probably, I would say 20%, maybe not even, of people in the world have Syracuse advancing past the first round and the second round. What about the third round? No, I got Houston. I got Houston. Loyola Chicago and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And I think this is where Cade Cunningham's run comes to an end. Loyola Chicago is a special team this year, man. Okay, I get a lot of laughs when I say I have them in the Elite Eight. I'm probably going to get a lot of more laughs when people watch this YouTube video and see Loyola Chicago as an Elite Eight team and they've just knocked off Illinois. It's what I feel, guys. It's what I feel. So we'll just stay here right now, and I think, putting them in a Final Four spot is tough, man. But Loyola Chicago's got the team to do it. So we're going to hurry up and make this pick. I'm gonna put Houston here, man. I want Loyola. My heart says Houston. I want Loyola. My heart says Houston. This game, Michigan and Texas. What a game this would be if we see it in the Elite Eight. Michigan's good. I just think Texas is a little better, man. This Texas team's special to me. They really, really are. And that's not biased because I have a buddy there that went to high school with me. That's not biasy right there at all. Where am I at now? Did I not pick? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, wait, okay. Texas Tech, Ohio State. I'm going to go Ohio State, man. Ohio State speaks volume to me, and that team is just special. Baylor's run will stay here, but it's going to end against Ohio State. You see how quick I did that? They're going to beat Purdue. It's going to end against Ohio State in the Elite Eight. To get a trip to the Final Four, Gonzaga will keep their magic going. No. Yes. This is tough, man, because, I'm a guy that truly believes Gonzaga plays in a really, really shitty conference. I'm a guy that believes that Gonzaga plays a lot of easy teams. And when they get to this tournament, the question is, will they be able to knock out? Obviously, you're going to be a 16 seed. Obviously, they're going to beat Missouri or Oklahoma. Obviously, they're going to beat, even if Ohio doesn't get there, they'll beat a Creighton or Virginia, I think. Question is, do they have what it takes? I think they do. And this is what my Final Four is going to look like, guys. I have Gonzaga, Texas, Ohio State, and Houston. And I'll tell you right now, Ohio State. Against Houston, Ohio State. I think Ohio State's a special team, man. But right here, and I'm telling you right now, it's not biasy. It's nothing at all. It's just right here, I think Gonzaga's run will come to an end. I have Texas and Ohio State in the championship game. And man, oh man, am I going to be upset when Texas does not make it all the way to the national championship? Because I'm going to pick Ohio State to win it all. Ohio State's my pick. I think the team is just, it's special, man. It's a special team, okay? Tiebreaker pick, we'll go, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. We'll go 87 Ohio State to 84 in Texas. And yeah, I'm going to submit my picks, guys, and that will do it here for this video. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want. Ohio State Buckeyes have got a team that just doesn't have any quit in them, man. I want to pull something up real quick, if you don't mind. Let me pull something up for you. I want to show you their schedule, because a lot of people are like, oh, you pick Ohio State to win it, you're crazy. Just let me show you the schedule, okay? Just let me show you the schedule. All right, look at this. 88-91 against Illinois. They were down the whole game and forced overtime. They beat Michigan. They beat Purdue. This team is special, man, and I think they have what it takes to win the 2021 NCAA March Madness tournament. Thank you, guys.